Hello, we have a 2006 Nissan Altima with a 2.5 liter engine that was giving me problems with oil leaking into the spark plug wells right here. I had two of them that would get full of oil, so of course the oil would mess up the spark plugs and the engine was not running properly. I found out that they don't just sell the seals. There's no way in this engine you can just get the seals, so you have to purchase an entire new valve cover in order to take care of the problem. Okay, it's pretty easy to replace. I'm almost done. Just wanted to make sure to do it first in case I ran into any problems and wouldn't have a long boring video, as many as we see on YouTube these days. So all you're going to need is a 10 millimeter socket, and of course a ratchet and a spark plug socket wrench. What I did with the 10 millimeter, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, these right here. You take those 10 out. Also, right here, you have this right here is also 10 millimeters, so pretty easy. You know, these bolts are just right here. You just take these 4 bolts out, and this just pops right out. Okay, you could take it out right here just by pressing here. I like to leave them like that. To make it a little easier to remove it, I also remove this right here, also 10 millimeter, and this one right here, also 10 millimeter. Behind here, okay, you have this little clamp. You can see, hopefully see here. Okay, just with a wrench, you reach back here, press this, push this back. Right here is the PVC valve, is part of the valve cover. And then right here on the right hand side, the same thing. You have this hose, clamp, and just comes out. So again, first thing I would do is take these out. This pops easily right out, and take these two so you can easily move this out of the way to take the valve cover off. After you take all those bolts out, okay, we're going to see this is what goes bad right here. These seals right here, I don't know if you can see on the video, the seals versus the new one. Okay, you know, I can see the difference real easy, but I just don't know in a video if you can notice the difference. So that's the reason that needs to be replaced. The one I ordered online came with the entire gasket, one piece. Make sure you do that. I've seen other videos where they want you to do right here, gasket sealer, gasket maker, whatever you call it, and that's not going to work as well. So make sure I noticed that's the factory one over there, and it came in one piece. So I'm glad that I was able to find the same thing. So let me give you the exact so you can see. Even though one is an aftermarket, it was a lot cheaper than the Nissan one. Yet when you look at it, it looks identical. Both of them. So right now, also what I would do is make sure you clean here on the head all the way around. Make sure it's nice and clean, the same thickness that you see here, so your gasket fits in perfectly and you have no problems as far as leaks later on. Another thing I did right here around these tubes, I cleaned them also with a shop cloth to make sure when the seal right here goes in there, I mean, if you got gunk and old oil and stuff stuck right here as it was, I'm sure eventually that's also going to leak. So I'm sure that's going to make it last a lot longer by me cleaning that. As far as in here, your spark plugs, as you hopefully can see, are in there. If you see any oil in there, make sure before you take the spark plug out, okay, that you clean that. Like that little oil I'm going to clean. And where's my camera? Okay, right here, the other one. So clean that out, and then what I did, I took the spark plug out. Also, another thing I would recommend is if you see any oil all this right here on the side burnt, I would probably replace the spark plug, because that means it's been there for, the oil's been there for a while, and with the heat of the engine, the spark plug, if it's not already bad, it's probably failing. So make sure your spark plugs look pretty good. They're not that expensive. I'm not going to replace these because they're so easy, and other than that, it was running good. So I'm going to put it back together with the same spark plugs and see how it runs. Let's see what else, make sure I don't miss anything. So other than that, I'm going to clean that out in here, make sure that's nice and clean before I put this spark plug back. If you have a lot of oil, another thing I would say, if you have a lot of oil while the spark plug is still in there, I would make sure that you clean that out. Don't let a lot of oil, I mean, a little bit of oil is not going to hurt it. It's going to burn it out once it falls on top of the piston and you start it up. But if it's a lot of oil, it's probably not going to compress properly. The air is designed to compress, but not the oil. So you could damage your engine. The way I did that is I just got, paper towels or a shop cloth. I would put it, bend it a little bit like this, put a long screwdriver, in there like that, and just shove it and, gently turn it around and just start soaking up all that oil to make sure it's clean. Then after you cleaned it, then, take your spark plug out. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and hopefully I'll be able to continue after I'm done to let you know how it went. If not, then I guess it's going to have to be a part 2 to the video. Okay, continuing here. I just put the new valve cover back on. Okay, it was pretty easy, slid in there. Again, very important. Make sure you remember to put your PVC hose back in there. If you have this type of clamp, very important also, make sure you put it exactly how it was, since this hose, in my case, is 70-some thousand miles, and since 2006 it's been here, so it'll seal. These type of clamps, if you put them differently on an old hose, they're not going to work. They only work good the first time. And the same thing with this one. So all I did was put this back in here now and put the 2 hoses in. Right now I'm going to give myself a minute or so, look around, make sure there's nothing else I'm missing. And start putting the 10 bolts back, and put these back in here. I don't know, I don't think I said anything last time. This one, the one that was leaking the worst, it was so much oil right here that I took this out. This right here, this whole thing actually can come apart, but I wouldn't take it apart only if you have a lot of oil here. What I did is I took this out and cleaned in there real good and got all the oil out. Again, it comes out really easy if you press right here on the back, and this just pulls back out. So again, I'm going to put these bolts back, these 10 bolts back lightly. I'm not going to torque them yet. I'll tell you what the numbers are as far as torque and how they should properly be done, and then put these 4 on, and I should be on. Oh, and of course the cover. Okay, moving right along. As you can see, I got these 4 back in. I got the clamp back on the PVC valve. I got this one back on also. The 2 bolts up here. This clip also had taken out to make it easier to move those wires. Took that out, put that back in. And then, I don't think I said this at the beginning, I took these out also because it made it a lot easier. This one is easy. This one just goes right here. The black one here goes right back here, and the gray one goes right here, right there. Okay, and again, really easy. Just press right here, press right here in the back, and then pull it out. They're pretty easy. This is the only one that's a little different. This one here pivots. Okay, so to make sure I got all those in. Now, what to do is, as far as the sequence, I put them on there really soft. I mean, not torqued at all. You want to do this one right here in the back first. Then this one, number 2, go here across. Number 3, come back to the front. Number 4, then swing all the way here. Number 5, come here. Number 6, all the way across. Number 7 in the back. Number 8 in the front. Come back around. number 9, and number 10. Okay, that should be the last one there. And what I would do, I would go around in that sequence one time, lightly, then maybe go from, it says in the book, from 9 to 26 foot torque pound, and then the second go around 65 to 82, and that should, put it in there properly. Again, you don't want to do it too tight because this, it is plastic. And again, the gasket is so thick, the rubber gasket, that you really don't need to put it that tight. You could really easily crack that right there. So again, now I'm going to put these away and continue if I can. Thank you.